Great. Welcome everyone. This is Howie Schwartz. Hope you guys are doing great. This is the OfferVault free training seminar for all of our friendly affiliate marketers in the US. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving. This is our favorite time of the year, getting into Q4. Just love the opportunities to market across the holidays. If you are typically running CPA offers, and if you have not tested offers around cost per sale and things like that, I do suggest that that you give it a shot, because what we find is that this is really when all marketers can shine, and typically is the most profitable part of the year. One note about Q4, and this is from running ad networks and real-time bidding platforms in the past, is your media costs tend to go up. So definitely make sure that you're pay attention to your margins in Q4, of course. So great, glad to have you guys here, and just let's take a look at some markets that are trending right now on OfferVault, and we also want to take a look at any markets that you guys might be interested in. So please do continue to type in the markets that you'd like us to talk about, and we will also look at them for you. So great. So what I do each and every week is to make sure that you sign up for 10 brand new affiliate networks, and definitely it's important to track everything. If you watched any of the previous replays, you know the importance of how we talk about tracking everything that you're planning, from your research to your stats, really across the board. So I really like Google Docs or Google Sheets. So you should definitely track the date that you apply for a network, the feedback that you get. So what I do suggest is that for each and every week you apply for 10 affiliate networks that you have not applied for before. Make sure you're using the links through OfferVault. We have great relationships with the networks. So let's jump in and let's look at some offers and see kind of what's trending. So I like to take a look at some of the trending searches. So we could take a look at keto as a diet. So someone was asking about so the diet niche or health and fitness. So those are niches that I am a really big fan of. So I think we can definitely start to take a look at some of these niches. So I'm just looking at some questions too. So we can see that these are typically cost per sale. So when you start to see payouts, in these, $80, $90 range, those are typically sale or a CPA where someone might be filling out, starting a trial or whatnot. We have talked about pay-per-call offers in the past in the $40, $50, $60, $70 range. So sometimes you'll see some of that also. But in general, a lot of the nutraceuticals or health and fitness offers really do tend to focus on cost per sale or for someone to complete a trial. So what you're going to find is that there's going to be offers in many different countries. As we've talked about in the past, it's really critical that we focus on the specific countries that the offer targets. So this is just targeting the US, UK, and Canada. If you're running traffic in another market, you're not going to be compensated for it, and it's just not efficient. So really do pay attention to the geography requirements. So let's take a look at some of these offers together. So we can see that this could be maybe a free trial or claim a free bottle. So typically this is pay for shipping, and then it's a trial, and then they'll be kind of billing afterwards. So we could take a look here. CPA, desktop and mobile. So again, it's really important to understand kind of what's being promoted through these offers. So I like to make sure that the offers that I run are mobile optimized. It's really important, because you're going to find that on platforms like Facebook, well over 50%, sometimes 80% plus of traffic is mobile. So it's very important. And also, I'd love to see when we see insights. So they're saying target women above 35. So when we start to think about demographic targeting in our marketing, this starts to make sense. If you watch the OfferVault, let's see if I'm logged in here properly. Hopefully I'm logged in. Yes, good. You're going to see here that we actually have a good number of traffic videos that we talked about. So if you take a look here and we take a look at some of the display advertising and Facebook advertising videos on the free training tab, you're going to see lots of information and details on how you should be targeting and using demographics. So when we see a tip like this from our affiliate networks that say, target women above 35, you should be doing gender targeting for women, age range, 35 to, you got to see what makes sense. That doesn't necessarily mean that 70-year-old women are going to be interested in this. So maybe 30 to 50, 30 to 55 is probably what I would test, and really kind of paying attention to the countries that this is running in. Also really important is to understand, if there are specific requirements or restrictions for things like mobile traffic or desktop traffic. So you see this is all allowed. Carriers allowed. So that's if it's a specific mobile offer. So it's really important that you also understand the type of traffic that's allowed. So no incentive. So no incent marketing. We have talked about incentivized campaigns in the past. So what that means is that you cannot offer any sort of freebie, whether it's coins in a game or something like that, or if they watch a video or something like that, they get some sort of rewards. You're not allowed to do that. This is a no incentive. We will look at some incentivized campaigns tonight, because that question did come up. No brand bidding. So what that means, there was a question on that, is you can't type in the word pure fit keto into your AdWords campaign or something like that. You could do things around burn fat or ketosis or keto diet, like more generic, lose weight, like more generic items, but you just can't use their branded terms, which most offers are going to restrict that. That is very typical, someone was asking. So no co-reg. So I'm drinking some water. So what that means is no co-registration offers. There are certain affiliate offers that you are allowed to run in co-registration. This is not one of them. And you can't run any adult traffic. So that's typical for a lot of offers. And you'll see certain offers that do allow traffic like that. So again, be really specific. The affiliate managers are really smart. They see everything, and we've seen everything, all sorts of crazy things. Again, Mark Roth and I owned a network together years ago. We saw people do crazy things, and it's just not worth it for you guys to mess with that. You're going to get caught. They're going to shut your account. You're not going to get paid. It's just, you need to be a good actor. You need to be a good player in the ecosystem. It's really important. You want to build long-term relationships. For you to try to slip in some of this stuff, it's just, one, you're not going to get away with it. All the affiliate networks and affiliate managers have literally seen everything. Number two, that's not how you build a real business, right? This is about building a real sustainable business, about building relationships with your affiliate managers, so that way they can start to send you, more offers to get you interested in additional things to promote, to send additional payouts, bonuses, things like that. It's really all about building these relationships. Really, really important. Okay, let's look at one more. Continue typing in questions, please. So here's another one. Rush my order. It's interested here, like it's listed as survey, but it says no survey. So obviously, we'll look at the whole landing page, the way that this is listed. So that's important. So if you're not seeing enough detail, someone's asked, what do you do? So you ask your affiliate managers, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to click run offer or join network. We're going to apply to this network. And if you're not sure the type of traffic or what you should be running, then you need to ask. It's really critical. You should never assume, ever, the type of the type of traffic that you can run, or geographies or anything like that. It's critical that you focus on offers that are approved. Let's see. Okay, good. Let's look at, someone's asking about an incentivized offer. So let's take a look here. Sorry, just drinking water. All right, so let's take a look at some incentivized offers on OfferVault. So what might be coming up here is offers too that are saying, non-incentivized, but it could be picking it up in search. Let me see if we can spend a moment here and see if any of these are going to pop in or not. Hold on here. I want to see if any of these are let's see if any of these are allowing incent. No incent. I think it just might be popping up. Restrictions, no incentivized. Yes, I think search is picking up that. So this is really important. We need to make sure that you are looking at each offer to make sure that if they're allowing incentivized traffic or not paid incentivized. Yeah, so they're not allowing incents. Yeah, so this is it's funny, sometimes it's picking up some keywords like that, so it's actually picking up incentivized next to the no incentivized traffic. So again, just the key thing for it is to pay attention to your affiliate managers and talk to them about the type of traffic that you're running, and there definitely are certain offers that is going to allow incent. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, this is probably an app install offer. And running brand name. So again, they don't want to see brand names. They're running in certain states. This is important. So, all right, let's take a step back. This is kind of interesting. So this is a mobile app offer, and I'm a huge fan of mobile app promotions. Again, Mark and I owned one of actually the first in the U.S. Mobile affiliate network. So we're very, very familiar with this. So this is kind of interesting. And this is kind of interesting. So this is actually showing some really interesting levels of targeting for us to think about. So this is also paid out when a user converts, so they're actually making a purchase. So this is actually not a typical app install. So this is interesting. So what they're doing here is saying that not only will the user install the app, but they'll actually make a purchase, and then they're going to compensate you on your CPA. There are other app installs, and I'm getting questions about that, so we'll look at that next, that are on a cost per install basis. This is interesting. It's sort of this hybrid. So they're going to install, and then you make a purchase. So here's some really important items. So this does allow incentivized, so you are allowed to run incentivized traffic. So this is Android only, so we need to make sure that we're running mobile only, and Android is the operating system. US only for the geo. 21 plus. So this is great when we start to think about targeting that allows us to set age. So valid in the following states. This is very, very important. And then also, they're not allowing any publisher brand name biddings, right? So we can't run the name of the program. So no Craigslist traffic, right? So they're not allowing that. No SMS traffic. No adult. No illegal traffic. So again, really important that that we understand the types of traffic that we're allowed to run. Let's look at some more mobile app installs. So we're getting some more questions on that. So again, this is really the way that I'm using OfferVault each and every day. As I'm looking for new offers, I'm looking for new ideas, new niches to focus on. And again, I'm writing this all down. I'm tracking all of this. That's why it's super important to maintain and manage, Google Sheet or Google Documents. So let's take a look here, and let's look at some app install offers here. This one looks like it's running in Japan. Let's look at a few. Let's take a look. So again, this is exactly the way that I'm using OfferVault each and every day. All right, let's go here. Let's go to Samurai Kingdom. So again, this is non-incent, and this is when you're running an install ad. So let's talk about that. And this is focused in Japan on Android. So I'm a really big fan of running international offers and also offers in other languages. So someone was asking, how do I handle promoting in a language that I don't speak? So I'll use either Upwork, right, or I'll use Fiverr or another service like that, and I'll just use a low-cost resource to kind of help me translate any of my ads or landing pages or anything that I need to do. But usually what I find is that it's very, very easy and very cost efficient to work with freelancers to help you localize. Some of my most successful campaigns were run outside of the US and run in other languages, and not just things like Spanish and things like that, but languages across the board. So this to me could be really interesting. So this is again non-incentivized traffic, and it's paid $2.25 on an app install, right? And that's how it's tracked. Here's another one. This is in Canada. This is BeatMaker Go, and this is CPA of $2, right? And this is iOS, so this is iPhones. It's really important that when you're running mobile app installs, getting some questions on this, to pay attention to the operating systems that are allowed, because what you're going to find is that not all of the offers, even if it runs on iOS, is going to allow you to run all of the OSs, and sometimes they don't allow some of the newer ones. Sometimes they don't allow some of the older OSs. So really important for you to think through that to make sure, again, that you're going to be compensated for your traffic. Nielsen offers. So Nielsen and ComScore, these are offers that we've run for many, many years. So just goes back 8-9 years ago running offers like this. So these can be really successful. These are for survey panels and things like that. So I do suggest that you take a look at that. Let's see if there are any current ComScore offers. I haven't run ComScore in a while. See if there's anyone. Let's see if ComScore is running anything now. I'll give it a second. No, not ComScore, so not running offers right now, but we see Nielsen is. So I would definitely suggest that you try this offer. And again, what you would do is this is run on Platform Lead, and we go ahead and we click Join Network or Run Offer, and then we'd be able to do it. Let's see if there are some other networks that are carrying this. Again, Nielsen is the name of the market research firm. Give this a second. Nielsen, yep. In different countries. Interesting. Australia, Italy. Some of them even said incentivized traffic okay. So I am a big fan of running panel research marketing like this. So I do suggest that you take a look at it. And one of the advantages here that we just saw is the number of different networks that are actually running these offers. So what's great is you can start to see different countries that they might be running in. Some might allow incent, some may not. So kind of always pay attention to that, and you can really start to leverage building a relationship with multiple networks and multiple affiliate managers. One of the things that I've mentioned in a previous webinar is I don't typically like to get into a niche market or run an offer that only exists in one place, right? Because you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket, number one. You also don't want to make sure that you also want to make sure that that if an offer gets capped, and what that means is a network might have allocation for their affiliates, and they say, all right, you can run 20 leads a day, 100 leads a day, whatever it is. Then having multiple networks that you can rotate your offers through is really critical. You'll also see payout differences. You'll also see some networks running different bonuses and promotions and things like that. So I'm a real big fan of finding offers that have a good number of opportunities to run across multiple networks. So again, you would click run offer and join, or join network. It's the same thing, and then be able to really sign up for all of the networks here that are offering this, right? So again, I'm just a huge fan of trying to find an offer that one that maybe you haven't tried before, but also one that is across multiple networks. It's a great way to diversify your business. So I do suggest that you check out market research offers and Nielsen, and in the future, if you see ComScore, I do suggest promoting those. Let's see what else is coming up from market research. Someone was asking. Let's see, so nothing's coming up from market research. Oh, I typed marketing. Let's do market research. Let's try that. Good, there we go. I wonder what this is. Homescan, Pinecone. Let's see what these are. We see Nielsen come up, which makes sense. Opinion World, Norway, right? Opinion World in Australia. So again, I love all of these geographies that we can start to work with. So here we are. Market research, Nielsen Homescan, consumer panel. Let's see. So again, these guys are really cautious and they're measuring it. So they want to make sure that all the leads are valid, that there's no duplicates, and they're targeting male and females 18 years plus. You have to pay attention to this, and this is running in Canada. So this is definitely an offer that I would test too. Like I love running Nielsen, and always look out for ComScore. If they start running those offers again, those are also very important to consider. So here's another one: Pinecone Research, Nationwide Consumer Leading Advocate. Let's see here. These points can be user prizes, no incents. All right, good. So this is interesting. So this is telling you where you can and cannot post, and this is running in Canada. Opinion World is another one. Opinion Outpost. So again, I am a really big fan of understanding types of traffic and the types of offers and other markets, other countries. This is interesting. So conversion rate, CR means conversion rate. Over 3% is considered as incentive. So these guys have run a lot of testing over the time and saying, you know what, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, right? So these guys know that they're expecting to see reasonable conversion rates, because something that looks out of the ordinary probably is. That's another great example of a network that these guys are pros. This is what they do all day, and they know how to measure and validate traffic. Really, really important. All right, let's take a look. I think we have time for another niche or two. Keep on asking questions, everybody. All right, hang on one second. There we go. I was waiting this to reload. So we did have some questions about kind of Bitcoin and crypto. So we could take a look at that. Sorry, my computer's running mad slow with the webinar and everyone on it. Let me close some of these windows. So again, tracking all this is critical. We want to make sure that we're writing all of these steps down. So let's take a look at Bitcoin and crypto offers. These have been very, very strong across many, many different countries and regions, right? So I do suggest that you take a look at this. So some of these offers that have things like $600 payout on a sale, let's take a look and see if we can, these might be exchanges that have deposits. Some of these could be, training systems. So let's take a look at what some of these are running. Minor booking, interesting. Okay. Bitcoin News Trader. So when we see $650 on a sale, wow. Let's take a look and see what these are. Approach generating for remember today, it's around the corner, using system. So again, we'd have to learn more about what the requirements are. So when you see these really high payouts, it doesn't mean that you should stay away from it or anything like that. Is you want to ask questions. So apply for the network, and then ask the affiliate manager questions, right? Ask them for a preview of the offer, what steps the user has to take, and make sure that it's something that you feel that you can convert. So this happens a lot with affiliates, right? Where I see that many times they will say, hey, we want to run the highest payout offers. I want to run this $420 offer or this $650 offer, something like that. And sometimes those are great. And sometimes what you'll find is that the amount of steps and the conversion rate, right, is going to be very, very low, because they're going to pay out $650 when there's when there's either a purchase involved or some other kind of level of engagement from the user that's worth that level of payout. So I typically will promote offers in a niche that are usually in the mid range, right? So if there's a set of offers that are $5, another set of offers that are $15, and a set of offers that are $70, I like that $15 to $20 range, maybe, if those offers kind of in either in the middle or in that second tier. I don't always love to run the lowest payouts, but most of the time, my experience is I tend not to run the highest payout offers because they tend to have the lower conversion rate. So what you should do is you should always test. That's what this is always about. We need to test everything, but don't only run and don't always gravitate to the higher payout ones. So you might see something like here that pays out $15, right? And start to have a feel for what it is. Only need one document and the bank card to make a purchase. Easy conversions for you. So again, they're getting involved in crypto. So you have to take a look at what countries these are running in, and also what the requirement is for conversions. So again, you might do well with this $420 offer, but you might be more successful, more profitable with a $15 offer. And again, I'm not comparing and contrasting these specific offers. I'm just saying, because I have not run either one of these offers, we're just taking a look at them together. I'm just saying it's not just about the payout. It's really also about the conversion rate. All right, let's take a look at one more market together tonight. So again, this is the way that I'm thinking about my markets and the way that I'm thinking about payouts and what offers, what geographies we should run. But again, do not be afraid to run an offer in another country. Don't be afraid to run an offer in another language. It is so easy today to find just very, very reasonably priced outsourcers to localize your offers and your marketing. So again, don't feel limited in the country or the language that you're focused on. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at a few more. Interesting to look at some cost per sale offers. Let's see. See what comes up. And again, I do these live with you guys, so these searches are not pre-planned or anything like that. 11.5%. Let's see. So I'm just trying to find another offer or two as a cost per sale. So as I mentioned, since we're getting close to the holidays, I thought it might be interesting to look at some cost per sale offers. Let's take a look. Let's do. All right, let's take a look at these. So clothing, shoes, and accessories for the site, and you're getting paid a 5.6% commission, right? So there's many affiliates who just want to run pay per calls, many affiliates who just run mobile, many affiliates who just run, incentivized traffic in certain countries and whatnot. But for me, I like to test everything. So especially in Q4, especially in December, right? Starting to promote, especially if you have not done it before, your cost per sale offer. You might start to see some success that you haven't seen before, right? So just be open, be flexible. Always again apply for new networks. Try to run different offers. Get out of your comfort zone. Track everything. Those are really the key steps for for being a super affiliate, right? So now we see other one on a lead submit, non-incents. Time for a new beginning. Your success starts here. So again, we can start to take a look at some education type offers. The energy saving box is kind of interesting, in in Greece, I think this is paying $12 a lead. So again, there's just so much variety, so many things to find on OfferVault across the board, and just don't feel limited on just running. One type of campaign or something like that, or just saying, I've never tried, cost per sale. I've never tried, this or that. Give it a shot. I mean, that's really the key, and that's what I see for the most successful affiliates, and that's how they scale, is by getting out of their comfort zone and just testing, and tracking everything. All right, everyone, hope you enjoyed the session. Please make sure to go to free training. You'll be able to watch all of the previous webinars. And please make sure that your homework assignment, sign up for 10 new affiliate networks that you've not signed up for before in OfferVault. If you're not familiar with the best practices for applying for affiliate networks, if you go, should be on page 2, back in August. Let's see. Yeah, so here, August 28th, here's the one top strategy to get accepted by affiliate networks. And there's also an additional video here on the 14th of August on 2018 about getting accepted by affiliate networks today. So I do suggest that, that you go through the free training, sign up for your 10 affiliate networks this week, and have an awesome night, everyone. Thanks again, everyone.